Let's put a material selector. First, we save the collection, the changes we have made so far. If we want to give the end user the option to select the material, we can include a parameter that is of type materials. We give it a name. In this case, it is going to be that Wood is going to choose, and we choose between which materials the user can select. Let's make it between these 4 woods. We add options. We select the first wood, the second wood, a third wood, and the fourth wood. Here we could change the name that appears to the user in case this is an internal name. We save and visualize. Now what we need to do is to define to whom we are going to apply them. For example, if we want to apply them to the horizontal shelves, we select the material of the horizontal shelf, and instead of being a fixed material in parameters, we see that we have wood. So now if we select another material, it appears in the figure as the material of this shelf. If we want to do it for the whole piece of furniture, that is the same material in the horizontal and vertical pieces. We edit the other piece and tell it to be the same wood selector. So now the selector changes the wood of all the materials. We could define several selectors, one to be applied to some pieces and another to be applied to other pieces. Let's rename it. And we tell it to be public. We save the collection and here and share in the URL of our company, in our case the C4 if we open it in a new tab. We will see in this case only the bookend because it is the only one we have made public. If we also want to make public the bookstore, we edit, save, and save the collection. Now when updating, we can see here the book subject and the library. If we want to update these images, we can go to each of the pieces. Now we are in the library, let's visualize it. We choose the image that we want. Even if we want the material selector to appear also, we capture the screen. We open an application like Paint, paste the image, and save it. With its URL that we can copy. And now, in the library, we edit it. We edit the header, and in the image, we put this address. We save it, and we have saved this image. We can repeat the process for the bookend, print screen, select the image, open Paint, paste the image. It is already adjusted. Save as. We incorporate it in the images of our application. Here we can see the list of images that we have. We choose the bookend, the library. So we have the second image, which is this one here. We can copy its URL and into the library. We edit the subject books, edit and paste this URL. Now here we will see the images of our objects, and from here, the user will be able to configure the parameters of his furniture. In the case of the library, selecting the length of the bookcase and the height, the number of shelves it has. From the minimum to the maximum, and changing the thickness of the wood. Here we modify the materials. And you can place the order with these values by clicking on the order.